Hello and welcome to episode 28 of Gilganos playing Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Last time, we continued on our quest to romance all of our female party members. I wonder how that's gonna be with Monoko and our romance. That's gonna be interesting. And we got more quests to do due to that. And I feel like it's perfectly fine to do those before we go and end the story, right? So we arrived at the Reacher, which is where we were sent by Miles/Alicia to find Alicia. So let's go. So before we continue, well, actually start our climb of whatever this is exactly, right? I decided to have a look at how exactly do stats work. And as you can see, I reset all of my main character's stats. And I thought, since we're rapidly approaching the end game now, it would make sense to finally settle on something to do here, right? And yeah, since at least for Verso and for Lune, I'm pretty sure that I will be using the weapons that they have for probably now until the endgame, unless we find something really broken. Which, I mean, the weapon that we got last time for her, that increased, it gave me 100% crit rate with stains and stuff. I actually had a look at the skills that we also have with her, and there is one that I think, gives you stains when you crit with something, right? Oh, it does, multiple attacks, and whenever you crit, you get a stain from that color, which seems to work really well with that. So that might be lots of damage. But currently, she's my supporter, and I want to keep her as a supporter because I just feel like it's so cool having Typhoon trigger every time it's her turn, and buffing everybody with powerful plus shell plus rush, right? Although I still need to find a Pictus that hopefully exists, that hopefully gives us a longer rush to make that, fully round out that rough edge in her build. So I'm gonna commit to the weapons that I currently have, and therefore the scalability that I have on the attributes. For Mile, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm only wearing the barrier break with her because it's her weapon with the highest power for now, right? I really hope we're gonna get something that works better with her burn build that we're currently using, right? So yeah, but I mean, we still have 18 recodes after this, so once we find all the weapons / better weapons / weapon sets seem like also to be a build that I would like to try out, right? We can just respec again and redistribute. So what I realized is might is bad. Basically. Not really bad, but I tested it with I spent 20 vitality points, for example, and it gives 290 health, basically. Ooh, that's a little... Wait a second. There we go. It gives 290 health, right? And that's consistent over all 3 characters. So this is it's not a fixed amount, because if you go to 30 vitality, it gives you more health. So and then at some point it gives you less again. So it's a weird one. I don't exactly understand the formula behind this. But yeah, it gives you health. And the good thing is, for Lune as well as Verso, obviously, because their weapon has an ace scaling on vitality, it also gives 130 AP for Lune, as you can see here, from... Oh no, you can't, 130 for Lune, and 86 for Verso, which is, I assume, scales with the base power on the weapon, right? Which makes sense, because Verso's is a little lower because he has Dualizo, which has the lower attack power in itself, right? But I'm still not exactly sure what the 583 means. But yeah, whatever. And yeah, so for Mild, that's not the case. For her, it's just 290 health. Might gives 135 AP per 20 points, which is exactly 5 more than the 20 vitality gave, in addition to the health that the vitality gives, right? For both, well, not actually for both of them. For Verso, it's 99, which is a little bit more, but still, it's I will take those health, that health bonus over having what is it, 4% more attack power, right? So Yeah, might is bad. I realized that probably the maximum level will probably be 99 or 100, right? So we're probably gonna have 300 attribute points that we can spend in the end. So I would assume that we can max out, because the maximum is 99, right? Max out 3 stats. And I think that should be agility, because you attack more often and, like you don't have that many cases where the opponent just has 5 turns in a row and stuff like that, right? And the 2 stats that scale with the weapon, I would assume. Although I'm not yet 100% sure, because for Mile, she does not have vitality scaling, right? But I still want her to have some HP. I mean, it's only 1,300, yeah. So for her, I'm probably just gonna give her an additional health pictus or something like that. And I think the rest we just leave it to you. So I want to have agility plus a 2 that scale. Actually, for her, I mean, agility is one of the attributes that scale with the weapon anyways. So I could still give her 99 in vitality anyways in the end, right? Or maybe we're gonna go with luck. I don't know. We're gonna think about that when we're there. But yeah, defense seems to be pretty broken, actually, if you have a weapon that scales with defense, because for Lune, it gives us 20 defense. 20 points in defense, give us 67 defense, 5% crit, and 74 AP, attack power. Which is actually more than half than what we get, than the attack power that we gain from 20 might. Plus the crit that we would get, plus half the crit that we would get from 20 luck, because 20 luck is basically 10 to 11% crit, right? Kind of weird, because here it's tiered and it's round up or round down or whatever, right? Which means that in the defense stat, if you have at least a B scaling there, you basically have the same attack increase as if you would put it in might or luck, just one of them, because it's a combination of both, right? Plus the defense. So that seems pretty OP to me. So yeah, might and luck, bad. As long as you have scaling on defense, it's like, wow. And fortunately, all 3 of ours have defense scaling and B. So I might just do this. Although I'm not entirely sure, because I might actually just do this, I'm not sure. The only other thing that I don't know how it works exactly is the speed, right? Because speed actually scales quite well with the stats here, right? Just 20 agility gives me 99, which is 20% increase, right? And then with 99 we have like double, right? Well, not even. Huh. It seems to have some diminishing returns in the end, right? Oh yeah, it does. Interesting. Very interesting. This is plus 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 5, 6, 6, 7, 5. It's all over the place. It's so weird. 5, 6, 5, 5. Yeah, so basically we need to find the place where... Actually, let's do that with Mile first, because hers also scales... her weapon also scales with agility currently. So for her, I want to have a lot of points in agility for sure. Which also means that we can basically check how it works when we have high agility. But it's a lot less though. It's only 356? No, 346. Oh no, it's pretty much the same. It is the same. 346, yeah, okay. So where's the point where we start getting less points? I mean, this is like plus 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Yeah, I guess I explained what I want to do, so I'll just do the thing, and I'll see you again in 10 minutes or so. Alright, so I realized that there's diminishing returns after, well, actually a little bit earlier than 50, I feel like. That just gave them a base spread of 50 to all 3 attributes, and then the rest of the points into the one that scales best with the weapon. Although there's probably going to be diminishing returns again. Well, it's a curve, basically, right? I feel like it's like you have an increased curve of increased returns, and then it diminishes slowly over time, something like that. So yeah, and then of course you also have to pick those, which make Loon the slowest by far currently. Which wouldn't be too bad if we already had Longer Rush, but we don't have Longer Rush, right? So I might want to give her a pick those that increases her speed as well, so that she's on par with the others. So let's see if I can get one of those without having to give her more Lumina points, which I don't have anymore, so haha, see you in a few minutes. Alright. It's actually the quickest now. Nice, okay. And Mile has the least defense, because she's the only one with no defense pick those, I see. Maybe we do want to give her a defense pick those, right? If we can do that without losing anything else, any of her Lumina. Let's see. I'm not gonna take a double burn because that's 30 Lumina points, right? Painted Power. Oh yeah, we could. Oh yeah, Painted Power only gives health. Could switch that for something with health and defense, right? If we find something with health and defense up here that isn't... Oh yeah, there we go. It's much less health, but a lot of defense, so that's nice. Healing 10's also... Oh, that one. We have another one. With a better effect maybe? No. Okay, let's say Cleansing Tint then. It's not too bad to have anyways, right? Oh wow, really? Yeah, she needs now one additional Lumina point for the Painted Power. Well, okay, we can do that. She has the lowest... Oh, she has the lowest level Pictos, I just realized, right? Speed and crit. Let's see if we can take something better here. With some better stats. Well, haha, 1 AP and parry, but damage received is doubled. Well, that's not gonna help, unfortunately. That one's a lot better. She doesn't really need auto rush, right? Oh yeah, right. We also took them off from the others anyways because we start with Typhoon now, right? Even though it feels weird because it only lasts for 3 turns. And it's it might be better to just not do a thermal transfer on the second turn with Loon, right? So that we don't have to immediately reapply Typhoon. Well, we'll see. I mean, she still casts the lowest health by far, unfortunately, but yeah, well, whatever, I guess. We'll just have to hope that we get some upgraded Pictos, right? Rather soonish. No, not that. I wanted to upgrade... What did I want to do? Oh, I forgot, dang. Oh yeah, I wanted to give her a Lumina point, so she can deal more than 999 damage. Painted Power, where is it? Alright. Let's have a look at the Reacher. To reach the sky. So different music, I just realized. Didn't really process that last time. I also decided on what to do after we are done with the story. Although that's still at least 2 episodes off, I guess. Let's see. Okay. Why is the game so loud again? What the heck? Alright. An eternity of ice. Ready to strike. Wow. They are really weak compared... Well, I guess it's just normal enemies. They kind of look like the... Well, they do really look like the chromatic Well, there was chromatic versions of those, I guess, right? That I fought in a cave once. So I guess it makes sense that these would be a lot weaker, assuming they're just normal enemies. Ooh! Okay. Yeah, his auto attacks now give 4 perfection each, right? That's actually quite a lot. That's nice. Doesn't seem to be enough to get to S on the first turn, unfortunately. Which should... oh. Haha. But I guess should be enough to do so. With 2 auto attacks, right? Yeah, that's pretty nice. So... well, that doesn't do a lot of damage. Yeah, I thought so. Okay. Wow, those are rather weak compared to anything else I fought recently, right? So, okay, that's pretty nice. Guess we can also farm a bit of XP so, like that. I wonder what this third axon is, though, and who it is meant to be. Assuming that it's also going to be one of the family members, right? Of the Descentre family.
The eternity of ice. Let's keep going.
And shoot.
You're outmatched.
You're outmatched. Oh, dang. Okay. Didn't get the 4 perfection because we couldn't attack, hit the attack anymore, right? So that sucks.
I'll do it.
Oh, it's those, right? I remember. Vaguely. Boom. 11k. Nice. Ooh. Split path? Oh, I guess. Are they aggressive, actually? Not sure if it should be. Well, I guess we do need I didn't look how much XP they gave. I have to take a look after this fight. If it's actually worth... well, not farming them, but killing all of them, right?
The eternity of ice. Feeling better.
You seem to be in pain with all the nails in your head, oh my god. Can I kill it? Probably not. Probably not gonna kill any of them now, right? Haha. Well, okay. Oh, right, right, the burns! They do give pretty good XP, yeah, I would say. So, it's gonna be worth killing them, I guess. Assuming, you know, like, they're not just peaceful workers. Now I feel bad. Am I the bad one here? Probably, right? As I decided on how to continue after the story, which I'm assuming is probably going to be rather soon, right? I'm assuming it's going to be a series of bosses or something, maybe 2 more areas, right? Which might be totally wrong, of course. It might be that the third act is actually quite much longer. But I do want to, like, before we go into the actual real end game with super bosses and stuff, assuming that there is something like that. Right, okay. Unload. I do want to get some clean builds with my 3 main characters before we tackle the end game, right? Simply because...
Are they trying to fix things or break things?
She who grasps the sky. They're jealous. They wish to destroy her work. Pull her back to the ground.
They're destroying it, not
Is
building it,
this
I see.
part of the parable?
Everything is.
Benoit's parable. So... Oh, yeah, Pictos. Yeah, so the point is, I wanna find all the Pictos. Or at least, you know, like all the Pictos that aren't
Well, that will help.
hidden behind super difficult bosses, right? Or at least those that might be interesting to complete my builds. For example, more auto attacks for Verso, more burns for Mile, etc., right?
A storm is coming.
And especially long rush. I really need a longer rush, actually. So I'm probably gonna, once we're done with the story, I'm probably gonna have, oops, that's the wrong one, have a look at a list of all Pictos that exists, and just gonna go get all of which I can get just like that. I don't want to spoil myself on anything else, like on what we can kill, what bosses there are, etc. I don't want to spoil myself on that. But I just want to have 3 working builds before I engage with the endgame fully. Because I might just if I just go randomly around, I will stumble most likely upon all those Pictos and weapons also as well, right? That I might need for a good build. But it's just like, it might be that, like, with the last boss that I killed, the very last boss in the game that I kill, which might be easy to kill one, like I wanted it or whatever, and it drops the longer rush Pictos, and I'm like, oh, I would have liked that 20 hours ago, right? I don't want to have a situation like that. Basically, like, at that point, it doesn't matter anymore if I have working builds, right? Because I'm done with the game, so I would like to enjoy the game a little bit. How I envision the characters' builds currently. So that they are working at that point, right? Which means I will have a look at the list of all Pictos and where to get them, and try to get as many of them as possible, or at least the important ones that I think like, oh, I need that for my builds, right? And I feel like I also want to have a look at Miles' weapons, because currently I don't have a weapon that supplements her build really well, I feel like, so... Yeah, I will really try to not spoil me in anything else. Basically, I just want to have 3 builds, and then we're gonna go and go mostly blind through whatever content there is, right? And just try to fight enemies, try to explore the map. And once I'm like, once I'm at the point where I feel like, oh yeah, I've been basically done with the game, I don't know what else to do, that's the point where I will be looking up stuff and
Well,
secrets that I haven't found on my own, stuff like that. So that's how I'm planning to proceed. But currently, we're just trying to get through these relationship quests, whatever you want to call it. Draining Cleanse. Ooh, that's actually pretty nice. And it has health and defense. Isn't that what we wanted for Madame Maya? Yeah, right. Perfect. I hope it's only negative status effects and not positive ones. Haha, that would be bad. But it's really cool, so I guess that also works against stun and stuff like that. That's another staple Lumina, basically, that you probably want on every single character, right? It's like... what's it called? I don't know the English name of it. The ability in Final Fantasy X that makes you immune against no status effects, right? Then again, I don't know if how many status effects the super bosses in this game will apply to us compared to those in Final Fantasy X, right?
the eternity of ice.
But I mean, even just exhaust can be so annoying, as we saw in on Visage's Island, right?
You're outmatched.
You are outmatched, indeed. There goes the S.
Careful, Verso.
Aha!
Brace
Dang,
yourself.
it survived. Dodged you. I do remember those, yeah. Boom. God, I love this Typhoon so much. So usually, well, it's not burning, but usually I would be doing thermal transfer now, which makes sense, I guess, right? But let's wait another round, I guess.
The dance begins.
Don't just trick once more, so I could basically apply Stormcaller next and then loop back into Typhoon, right? I don't think I have a better skill for applying fire, right? No, now the question is, what can we learn? I think we have Hell, right? Which is the thing that... No, it is actually good, right? But it needs 9 AP. Well, I do have 9 AP. Huh. 2 hits. Deal self-damage failed. I mean, I just don't need to fail, right? Yeah, I guess I want to get Hell next. But also I want to get Terraquake. To increase break damage, right? Basically want everything with her. Well, we're gonna get everything at some point. But we need some more levels to do that. Interesting, it didn't look like they were trying to destroy it. Also, it's so big. Like, how will they ever destroy any of this? But, I mean... ants can take apart a carcass of a cow, I guess, right? So why wouldn't they be able to do it? So... is that enough? Yeah, right, nice. Oh, but he's not in S, interesting.
Let us stain them.
Boom. I like how it zooms into her and you know exactly what's coming a few seconds later, right? God, I love Typhoon. There's a lot of them, holy moly. Nothing to open up any secret paths or anything. Yeah, it's a bit... I don't know much to talk about right now because, you know, like I'm just doing the same thing over and over. I'm literally doing the same attacks every single fight, right? Since, I mean, it works, so why would I do anything else? Wait. Shoot the other one 3 times. First. Ooh, bad. Didn't expect it to die because of the...
Oh well.
mark on the first attack. Boom. God, it deals so much damage. Well, that dégagement was a waste, I guess, but okay. She doesn't have 9 AP now, so I couldn't even cast Hell. Well, I guess I could thermal transfer into Hell, right? Yeah. And then reset the Typhoon next turn. That would work, I guess, yeah. Any of them burning? No, unfortunately not. At least in a single target fight, we would still have burning enemies at this point, right? So that would work. Yeah, boom. That's an awesome still image. Oh. Hello. Why weren't you part of the other two? Okay, that's a little weird, but sure.
Let's spill some ink.
Why is it Loon's turn again before they start? Before they have their turn this time. Huh, interesting. And why is Verso last this time? What? Oh, because because I didn't first strike. Right. How is it better than first striking them? What? Because Loon has first strike and then all of them are first anyways because they're quicker than the enemies. That doesn't make any sense. Then if I first strike, I should have 2 turns, right? But that's not the case, so that's weird. Huh. Verso's probably gonna kill one of them anyways. Actually, I think Loon is just gonna kill all of them. Oh, so funny. Oh, I think Mile also has AoE actually, right? Another thing about it. I already forgot the feeling how it is to just stomp enemies when they're actually your level or like below your level or whatever they are here. Can you fly with this? Looks like it, right? But what's behind here? Nothing. This reminds me of a dungeon in Final Fantasy XIV. Self-Atoll, I think it's called, right? Which is a very similar style. Also with dirigibles. I wonder if that's where they got their inspiration from for this. Upgrade, yeah, sure. Well, only 2 of them. I'm sure if we should just give an even spread on them. On the 3 main abilities now. Main attributes. Or if I should max one, because the keeping diminishing returns, and I feel like at some point Might is probably going to be better than the others again, and some stuff like that. It's a little weird, but whatever, right? Oh, probably should rest, right? Actually, I don't need to rest. We didn't lose any HP, but haha, right? Yeah, I'm really glad that we actually figured it out, but discovered the relationship thingies. Because they seem something perfect to do right now, right? Not only because of the power level of the enemies and ourselves, but also because it has story and lore implications, right? So it does seem fitting to do those first before you finish the story of the game, right? I'm actually glad that it still I find it weird how it's just seemingly finishing the second act unlocks so many of the relationship events. Just when you finish it, wow. There we go. Yeah, now they take more damage, okay. It was like 5 times I had to hit it, right? Yeah. That's quite a damage. He does have AoE, right? Is it Phantom Strike? Yeah, exactly. That's just Phantom Strike and then... Doesn't do that much damage. Doubles the blight?
Okay.
Well, not like I cared, but sure. Sniper, first 3 aim shot each turn deals 200% increased damage and can break. Well, that's something nice for Verso, right? Could just... Wow. Yeah, that's really nice for him. Let's see if he can exchange something he has. I do like the energizing cleanse, actually. Oh yeah, that's right. That's also staple, basically, right? Especially because we had enemies that immediately apply something in the beginning, like the boss that fought last time, right? Oh yeah, I don't actually want energizing pain now that I think about it. But I do need... It's giving me speed. I guess we're gonna exchange Breaking Burn for a better one, right? In terms of stats. Yeah, this is a really nice place. We're getting some experience, we're getting some good pictos. Hopefully gain some lore, some story about Alicia and Mile. Which is the same, but also not the same. Same, but not the same, right? Jump. Jump! I don't like jumping with her, though. That's better. There we go. Another Pictus.
Nice.
Pictus upgrade. Longer shell. Nice. We have that equipped. Let's see. We do have that equipped. Nice. Wow. Now it's just a lot of defense. We like that. I know we had so few so few crates and boxes that we could destroy recently. I just felt like destroy one of them and make sure that it still works, basically. Oh. And climb. It feels kind of weird that it cycles through the party members that are not in your current, well, in your first party, right? It's like, yeah, let's run around with Seal, but not use her for any fights, right? It's like, whenever we engage someone, she's sort of like, okay, people, go! It's your turn! I chose you, Lyn and Verso and Mile. Well, that's for sure an elevator. Let's have a look at this behind here first. I'm pretty sure the elevator would be the way forward, right? So I'm wondering what we're gonna find behind here. Is it now actually better to first strike them? I don't feel like it, right? Yeah, because they just get a turn immediately after. So I feel like I don't want to first strike these enemies at least. As long as they are slower than I am. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not sure if I'm mixing Spanish and Italian now. Cinque. Probably. I'm sorry if I do, if I am. Those are healing, right? So I should probably focus one of them down for now. Does it have any... No, just high damage. Right.
Prepare for annihilation.
It is pretty good damage. Especially considering she's dealing it to 3 enemies, right?
Ready to evade.
I still don't understand what it means with doubles the blight, but... I mean, it's not really doing anything to us, I guess. Wow, now I could do thermal transfer and then... Hell, if I had hell. Oh yeah, actually I would also have enough... No, I think... Oh yeah, I would have enough stains now for hell. Nice. I'm sure gonna go for hell next. In terms of skills with Lyn. Is that the man? Oh yeah, by the way, at this point I'm pretty sure that the fading man and the fading boy are probably both Verso, right? I would assume like the fading boy is probably Verso as a boy, and this is probably Verso as an adult, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like the real Verso, obviously. Killing man. Which is worse, to die or to be the one who survives? To grieve or to be grieved? Which makes sense because he's the one who died in the fire, right? Difficult to say. Because obviously he died in the fire, so probably saving Alicia, right? Alicia is the one who survives, and I don't know. It kind of depends on how you survive. You know, like if you survive barely injured and you're fine, then I guess to die would be worse. But if it changes your life because of the injuries and everything else, right? In this case, so I personally think that if you live a really bad, shitty life with a lot of pain and suffering, then I think dying is better than living it. I mean, you can see that with people who, not really, because they don't really know the consequences, right? But I mean, there is people who choose to die over living their lives, right? Because they feel like they suffer too much, right? There are people who, a lot of people actually, well, not a lot, but quite some people, right? Who choose to end their life because they cannot bear the suffering anymore, right? And that suffering is, it might be physical pain, it might be psychological pain, etc., right? There's a lot of different reasons for that. So obviously there is a lot of people who think to die is less of an evil than to live in certain circumstances. And I would probably agree. Now, I'm not sure like how bad, quote unquote, Alicia's life actually is, so I don't know. I mean, it's also not also Alicia, it's also Aline here, right? I mean, if you take all of them together, how they are all affected by his death, well, he is basically, I mean, he doesn't have any worries anymore, I'm pretty sure, at the place where he is now, whatever that place might be, right? So in this case, I think the ones who survived probably have it worse currently. I might say that's lucky, not simply because you survived, but because you had the opportunity to care deeply for another. I find myself grieving before they've even passed, grieving what could have been, grieving what is to come. She'll never forgive herself. She'll carry her scars with her always. Yeah, because obviously she gives... It's kind of weird because he's talking about the Alicia that was created by Aline, right? Well, we have the real Alicia with us. And the real Alicia doesn't seem to be that faced by it, right? That's the right word? Not sure. That affected by his death. I mean, obviously she was most likely grieving, but... I mean, okay, she's just been living 16 years without the memories, as Miles, right? It's difficult to say. While Alicia... I'm not sure, actually. Because I'm pretty sure the Alicia when it was created probably didn't have the memories of the real Alicia, right? They only got it, I would say, when they went on the expedition, I would assume. Well, she will carry her scars with her always, but obviously she gives herself the blame for why he died, and she's probably right from what we've gleaned from what the game told us so far, right? With her being the means of how the writers, like, basically sprung a trap on them, right? But yeah, would that I could ease her burden. The man has gone silent. Yeah, so the man and the boy are definitely there, so. Just two different versions of Verso. The adult one and the young one. The original Verso, I would assume, like this. I'm pretty sure these are fragments of the soul of Verso that still remain in Verso's canvas, right? I'm pretty sure those are not creations by neither... Well, they are neither created by Renoir nor by Aline. I'm pretty sure. Roma. It's actually kind of fitting that we pay Kruma for cosmetic options, right? Haha. And then again, there's also some weapons to buy, I guess. Oh. It's a grapple hook, right? Oh, probably destroyed one. Alright, let's... Wait, is that where it came from? Oh, I guess I need to jump down over here, right? And then we're gonna take the elevator and go even higher. No, I cannot jump down here. Oh, we're going over there. Interesting. Interesting that we cannot go back, as it seems. I mean, I might have just missed it, but... Seems we cannot go back. We're forced to go here. Feels like. Yeah, I think now we're back to... No? Not yet. Okay. I thought now we would have been back to where we began on this elevation. Oh! That might be a... either a Pictus or another... No, I think it's a Pictus, right? When it's a flame like that. Not a... journal entry. Alright, I don't want to first strike the enemies here because they are slower than I am. I forgot already. I really don't like that.
You're outmatched.
They move their weak point around, and you have to wait for them to stand still again if you want to make sure to hit them. No burns. I do not like that. Let's apply some more burns, shall we? Actually, let's just kill that one, I guess. I just realized it makes a lot more sense to actually attack different enemies with Versa because he also always applies defenses when he does that, right? We need longer defenses, I just realized, if there is something like that. For him, right? So that we can actually make use with everyone. Make use of it with everyone. Maybe I should add that to a list. Like, I should write down what kind of Pictus I really need. Currently I need longer rush. And longer defenseless, basically, right? And then obviously it would be nice to have all kinds of stuff.
Will help.
Radiant charge and counterattack. Yeah, don't need that. Let's see if we can give that to someone just to learn it, right? Gives health and defense, nice. And a lot more, wow, than that one, so great upgrade. Yeah, we're getting quite some HP here and defensive stats. Probably gonna warp the fight against a lot of the chromatic and stronger enemies that we've seen so far, quite a bit. I have no idea how much damage reduction the increased defense actually gives, right? But I assume we're gonna realize that once we fight against enemies again that we've fought before and were like one shot with like 14k damage and stuff like that, looking at you, Golgra, right? Yeah, I do remember that still. Burned itself into my memory. Wow, I've already been playing and recording for well, actually I've been playing for more than an hour, but I... Oh no, wait, right, it does include the time that I spent on reallocating stat points and stuff, right? So the episode is probably like 45 minutes long at this point. Maybe a bit more. I would like to finish this in this episode, actually. Or at least get to a boss or something, but I have no idea how long it is, right? So obviously, I don't know if that is even possible in 90 to 120 minutes. Would be nice, though. Another... Ooh. Not sure if that one... No, I think it's the same enemy, right? It looked a little different. I was like, oh, is this a stronger enemy? Well, I guess we're gonna find out. Looks like a milk bucket. To milk cows with.
Did that Nevron just kick a different Nevron off the tower?
I didn't see it.
That way.
I'd love to have seen it. I didn't see it. Oh man. I heard it.
Good stuff.
Yeah, Color of Lumina. Oh, jeez. Oh, those look stronger for sure. Question is, where do we go first? Up, up, up. Gonna be golden. Huh. Oh, I guess we go both parts. Let's see if it's also better to not first strike those. Or if they are quicker. Yeah, okay, they are faster than the ones below. Makes sense, I guess. But no, they aren't. Oh, because of the rush. Oh, that makes sense, right? Huh. Okay, interesting. Master place immediately. Find some more defenses here. Oh no, he's not at A yet. Dang, at S yet.
Chroma's flowing.
Boom. I love it. So, let's think again. We gain 5 AP, I think, right through. Gain +2 from thermal transfer, then +2 from the turn start. And then +2 from the typhoon. So 6 actually. Yeah, okay. So we can go down to 3, I think, right? Since we do have a burning enemy. There we go. Burn, baby, burn.
Careful, Verso.
It's really nice of them to make stronger enemies, but they have the exact same attacks than the ones before, right? Whoa!
Let's have some fun.
Oh, I guess it's because of the S, right? That's kind of nice. A lot of damage to counter. I love it. All the effects that trigger when he auto attacks. No, I don't want to kill you with the 197. Oh, and 72 damage. 72k. I wonder if we can make it so that he can shoot 10 times before we actually do the thing, right? But we would need something that gives him another AP while shooting or something like that. To be able to shoot 10 times and still have the 2 AP we need for follow-up. Because it kind of seems, well, not exponential, but it seems like the more stacks, well, the more you shoot them, the more value you gain in additional damage, right? That's what it seems to me. Like.
The eternity of ice.
Dang it, first hit them again, right? Yeah, it's really worse than not first hitting them, it's first striking them, it's weird.
Ready to strike.
Boom. Yeah, whatever.
For annihilation.
Not impressed.
Can it say attacks with its nail? I didn't attack with the nail though. One with the tongs, whatever they're called. Kaboom!
Feeling better.
It's so good. Sniper. So is this a path forward or not? I'm confused. Oh, let's go back and go down then. Because I did see a rope there, right? But so far I guess the very first rope we saw was also just something that led to an item, I guess, right? Maybe ropes are generally just paths to additional items. And we always want more loot, right? Could all be the longer rush pictos, for example, that I really want. I really, really want it. I'm not sure if a longer defenseless pictos exists, actually. Well, I'm also not sure if a longer rush pictos exists. But it would make sense, because there seemed... Oh, there's a pet donk down here, okay. But it would make sense, because there seems to be a longer XX for all of the beneficial stats that we have so far, right? Not stats, statuses. Oh yeah, okay. I don't want to first hit. I just remembered and I was glad that it made it, actually. Seems to be two groups of enemies there, right? Weirdly enough. I guess I just three Necrons in a trench coat, right? Unload everything into that guy. Nice. Boom. Boom. I love it so much. that delay between the turn start and when the typhoon explodes, it's so funny.
Watch out, my Al.
Danger!
$66k, oh my god. Oh, it's so fun. Oh, it was only one group of three, okay. I thought because, you know, like the... Ooh! Interesting, because the one on the right side didn't react. For me being there, that it might be two different groups of enemies, right? Hello! I'm just gonna run into you because that's beneficial for me! For some reason.
The eternity of ice.
Well, I guess if you first strike them, all of them are just set to run immediately, and then their speed timer or whatever it is basically reset afterwards, right? Or something like that. That's for sure some tactical reason, right? I mean, if there wasn't, that's not how it would be happening. Boom! 22k! Every single turn. She's actually, when it comes to AoE, she's, I think, currently the most damage by far, right? It's actually kind of funny. The supporter of the group, right? Imagine if I could just follow up with Hell now. Oh my god, they would all be dead already.
I'm ready. Ready to evade.
They realize the threats that Loon poses. Everyone's attacking her. Oh, except the one that just died, I guess. So fun. Wow, those give hell of a lot of XP, I just realized. Like triple the one of the ones below, I think, right? That's nice.
Nice.
Color of Lumina. Alright, where's that petonk? I think I heard it already on the other side somewhere, right? Is that some chroma behind there? Or is that just a reflection in the light? Oh, it is some chroma, wow.
Oh, wow.
Ow, 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 ow. Oh, that's where we need to chase the petonk towards, I see. Wait, that's where the rope is. Oh, it's a downwards rope, not an upwards rope. Interesting. They're probably gonna get there later. Then could have... Oh, yeah. But yeah, we're already here now, so where's the petonk?
Great.
Actually, where is the petonk? What? Is it not even here? Is it further up? Is that the thing that got kicked down? Unfortunately, I really didn't see any of that. I just heard it. Oh, there it is. Never mind. I heard it happening. Do we need to go left? I guess that should be working, right? What are you doing? Dancing around like that? Alright, we do have the barrier breaker on Mile, right? Just in case it has shields. So she breaks... Well, I would have to upgrade it to level 20 for it to break all the shields, right? Which is actually, would actually be nice to have, right? Not only because... I think I should just upgrade it now that I think about it. But I cannot do that right now, right? Even though she's the one who should be able to do it. Yeah, well, let's just hope it doesn't have shields then. Ah, should not have first struck it. I did press the button, come on. Doesn't seem to be doing anything special so far. Which is weird.
Ready to strike.
Sniper! I guess it just has a lot of HP, right? And you only have 3 turns.
Let us stain them.
Kaboom! And again. Kaboom! Cannot... break bar is not completely full yet, but we might fill it now, and then we might be able to break it with a range, with first range shot. Pre-aim from Verso, right? I guess I want to slow it, if possible, right?
Feel the storm.
Oh, the break bar is full, that's nice.
Brace yourselves.
Watch out, my elf. Bring it on. Coming. Not impressed.
Please survive.
Please survive. Break it by shooting it. Kaboom! I love it. So we gain 5, right? Yeah, then if we are lucky... Actually, if we are lucky, we can get 10, right? Let's shoot it once more. Now we get 4 from attacking. And then 1 from the round start. Then if we don't apply a status effect immediately, we can shoot it 10 times before we actually do follow-up, right?
My turn.
Let's see. Dang. Unfortunately, we already hit the thing that gives us 2 AP, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, only 8? Alright. Huh. Okay. Well, that's still pretty nice damage, I would say. Pyrolyze, don't forget. I almost wanted to shoot it. Lot of damage. Okay, so single target damage, the other two deal more than Lune currently does. By quite a lot. 49 burns. Nice. Love it. Oh, I need to reapply the Typhoon, right? I could be reapplying the Typhoon. But I could also just kill it. Because it's gonna be so dead anyways. So... I'm not even sure if that this deals more than Stormcaller, to be honest. With all the... pre-aim shots we're doing with him. Also wanna try... the... Dang, I wanted to try Endbringer. But because we didn't... because we did have one less application of... Well, not the one less, but we didn't have another Typhoon, right? So we're not at 9 now. Well, alright, let's just kill it then, I guess. Kaboom. Resplendent Chroma Catalysts. Call of Lumina, okay. Not the good ones, well, not the better ones, unfortunately. But yeah, only just now realized that both Verso's and Lune's weapons are at 20, right? While Miles is still at 15. So, 5 level more, and she will also be doing even more damage than she is currently, right? So that's gonna be nice. The Manor!
You speak to me of perfection, but is there really any such thing?
Is it Verso or is it...
Or is it a
Benoit?
siren leading us astray? I happily predict that neither of us will ever summit that
think it's Benoit, right?
elusive peak, but I care little as long as we walk together. Art gives us the perception of control. For a moment as I paint, I find order among the chaos. That is, for me, a moment of pure contentment. And that is truly better than perfection.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Renoir. Hey, look, it's an Obscur. A mirror that doesn't mirror anything. Because modern games don't do that. Okay. Nice little lore. And now I can upgrade. Miles weapon. If I have enough to get to the 220, I think I should have, right? I do have one more grandiose Chroma Catalyst. To give 600 more power, wow. Yeah, let's take that. Even though I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a better weapon for it at some point. I just now realized that just having a good weapon that breaks shield is gonna be so valuable once we actually have a fight that applies a lot of shields again, right? Oh wait, it's hitting a marked enemy. Oh, I thought it was... For some reason I thought like just breaking a shield would break all shields. Well, I guess we can apply marks with the other two, right? Especially with Verso. Oh, we just somehow need to not consume it then. Which is gonna be weird. Well, okay, I mean... I'm just not sure if I should actually use the Chroma Catalyst now, the grandiose one. Because if we get a better weapon, then we won't have one. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get more of them, right? So let's just do it. So how are you gonna upgrade this to level 32? These well, I guess at some point we're gonna get a lot of those grandiose chroma catalysts. Maybe there is. I don't even know if NG Plus exists in this game. Would be funny, I guess. No, let's go for defense first with her. Oh, with everyone actually. Oh, with the secondary stat is what I'm trying to say. Secondary weapon stat. Alright. And back to where we came from. Oh, now they all respawned. Well, 3 experience points, and I forgot to not first strike them again. I see how much damage Little Miss Mile deals now, right? That was wrong. Dang. That's... well, not bad, but not good, I guess. Same button, but wrong
Let's carve a path.
side of the abilities, right? Is it burning? No. Oh, it's burning. Oh, this one is burning now. Oh, dang, now she doesn't have enough AP for Phantom Strike, that makes sense.
Ready to
Can really see how much my strategy is based on Typhoon. And how much worse it is when we don't do it immediately.
Lune, watch out!
Boom, 42k casually. Break! I did defenses to that one. And follow up on that one. Almost.
Finesse and grace.
Still does not have enough, which makes sense, I guess. Wow, it's so bad without Typhoon. Oh my god. The one on the right might just... ah, yeah, we're gonna Typhoon, so the one on the right should be dead, I'm not sure. Let's attack the center. Nope, that's the wrong one. I wanted to attack the center one then.
The eternity of ice. Okay. A storm is coming.
Oh yeah, right, because we use the stains, she goes again. Oh, I almost forgot about that. Not almost, I did forget about that, but that's fine. There we go. Close one, but we got there in the end. Alright, let's go back to the upper path, right? I want to use this huge saw. Hello? And the other huge tools that are worked in, well, I guess the axon, right? I really wonder what kind of axon that is. Because I spoke of the third axon as if there were exactly 3 of them, right? Siren, Visage, and this one, I guess. The one who reached for the sky? What would they call them? Oh, the one who... whatever. Something like that.
The eternity of ice.
Let's carve a path.
Let's carve a path.
You're outmatched.
Like a machine gun. That's like 50% more, right? Or even more. That's pretty good.
A storm is coming.
Boom! God, I love it so much. Hit the shin. Then they took a loon to the knee. I really like the sniper pick those on him, because so far we were always like, but I don't want to break them using his break ability, right? Because you either waste a full turn because... that's what I thought before. I was thinking, can I actually fall down here? Well, now I know it. You either waste a full turn with him if you do it on the first turn and don't auto attack, right? Or on the second one, it's just like, but I just shot it 7 or 8 or 9 times. I really want to do follow up now or Endbringer or something like that. I don't want to waste it on doing the break thing. But now I can do both, so that's brilliant. And so free aiming, anyways. I really like how this build is shaping up to be with him. Even though I'm still a bit bothered with the low attack, well, the low might on the Dualizo, right? I'm just wondering, like, okay, how much that damage would his abilities deal if we had a stronger weapon, right? A stronger single attack weapon, basically. But I'm content with how it is now, so even though we're not really using a lot of his abilities, I guess. Well, like 1. And everything else is auto-attacking, right? I'm pretty sure there's gotta be another Pictos that gives us an additional auto-attack as well. So I'll also be looking for that on a high priority, at least one of them, because the one that we have says like increased attack or base attack 1 or whatever, like that, something like that, right? Imagine if he just hits 4 times with auto attacks or something like that. Woo! Who am I kidding? Come on. I was like, is it really worth for 2 enemies? I guess it is, yeah.
Nobody dies. Let us stain them.
God, I really want hell. Imagine if we could just unleash hell on them, like literally hell on them right now. Because we also do have the stains that we need for it to deal increased damage, right? It's like, oh, I really want to get there. Seems to just be a straight upgrade to Wildfire at this point. Also, you know, like, since all of this is wood and dead grass, maybe, as it seems, which probably works very well as, what's it called? Firestarter. As kindling. Hello. Is this the 3rd Axon? Stylish. I like it. Not Alicia though. I don't think. Reminds me of a cactuar. Mr. Architect, Mrs. Architect, Miss Architect. Hi. You want to give us a glider?
Vertigo, remember?
Yeah. Interesting. She knows them.
His intentions are good, I know, but his methods...
Your father?
I'm the youngest, which makes everything worse.
Oh, I understand that. Only child.
Yeah, Claire's the oldest. She's just so perfect. So accomplished and talented. Papa's favorite. He's so proud of her. And Verso. Verso could always make Papa laugh. I had so many inside jokes.
And you're the
There's me.
And then there's you,
black duckling.
the actual favorite.
The ugly duckling.
The one he calls his hidden star, but
Oh,
he's
really?
too shy and self-conscious to see it.
Yet here I am, messing things up even more.
Look around. He just wants you to fly.
So is this a rendition of Renoir by Verso then? All the actions painted by Verso? I mean, that might be, but then I would ask, or would question, like, why is there no rendition of Clair from the paintress? At least we haven't seen her, right? We only saw Renoir and Alicia. And Verso, obviously. This orphelin is different from the rest. It does not sabotage, it builds. Alright. That's pretty cute. Le Grand Café de Lumière ouvre ses portes. The Grand Café of Lumière opens its doors.
All these inventions. Gustave would have loved to see this.
True. I mean, we can still bring back Gustave, I guess, right? I mean, if we can bring back Ciel's husband, we can also bring back Gustave, right?
Great.
Chroma, great. Alright, so are we gonna fight Alicia then? I would assume there will be a boss, right? But if that's the Axon, and the Axon is friendly, then who's gonna be the boss? Well, don't look down. Well, I guess you can't really see anything. Or maybe there just won't be a boss. Or maybe we're not even close to being there, because holy moly is that tower high. Although I would be surprised at this point if you actually climb the whole tower, right? Expedition 61, foggy area. Sounds like there could be a boss incoming, but it might also be that we just keep climbing. What do you have? That's a normal enemy. Over there.
Well, that will help.
Healing tints also apply shell. Health and defense. Let's see. We want to keep that on her. Guess you could give it to him. I do like energizing cleanse, but I mean, in the end, she's the only one who doesn't have anything to prevent status effects right now, right? Yeah, let's just side grade this so that we can learn it, right? Same reason why we equipped the other one to him in the first place. Is that a normal enemy? Doesn't seem like it, does it? It is a normal enemy. Interesting. Dang, that's quick enough. For us to not gain a second turn.
My turn.
Not gonna lie, I don't remember what Blight is, but I guess you're gonna find out once it's her turn again. Removes Blight from Versa. Oh dang. Okay, I should have shot it with Lune then, I guess. Wow, it has a lot of HP. Oh, quite a lot of HP. Even though it's not an named enemy.
Let's spill some ink.
That was quite a lot of damage. And she only have 6 AP. Did it remove anything from her? Oh, because... Oh, she would also have been blighted, but she used 1 AP to not be blighted, I guess, right? Oh yeah, it was a blight wave, right? That's... She's literally the only one. Reduce max HP, oh okay. She's literally the one that did what I just said before, right? That doesn't have counter against status effects. Alright, that's fine.
Okay.
That's not what I expected. Yeah, we cannot touch that one, I'm pretty sure. 8. 10% per stack? What the heck? That's quite a lot. Yeah, whatever, it doesn't really change anything, right? You can break it anyways, huh?
My turn.
Bang, almost.
Finesse and grace.
Finesse and grace. That's a lot of damage.
Keep going.
That's also pretty nice. I forgot that it doesn't trigger again, but I still have enough AP. So that's good. Reapply it. 110k from the burns, oh my god. He gains 5, right? So let's go down to 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's gonna hoit. Nice. Krellin. Resplendent Chroma Catalyst. Nice. It was kind of a boss, but not really a boss. Interesting. I wonder if there's gonna be more of them. It was just a level up, weapon upgrade, okay. Also, Resplendent ones are not the best ones. I just well, not the best that I currently have. Just realized what's Krellin. Let's have a look. Casting skill increases skill damage of all other elements by 20%. Oh, that's thing. That's that thing. Okay. Yeah. She has 4 free. I think she needs 2 for the Lumina that gives her the. Makes her not affected by status effects for 1 AP, right? Which is, what's it called? Raining Cleanse. Which is like, really 1 AP for not having 80% less HP? Yeah, I'll take that. Especially with the AP economy I currently have, right? He needs 7 more. He has... He gains 2 from the... From the first one, he blocks, right? I'm not sure which one that is, actually. Energizing Cleanse? Yeah, okay, he has it from Epictus. I cannot take that out and give him the other. Don't currently have enough Color of Lumina to give enough points to get both of them. But I guess it's gonna work itself out once we level up a little more, right? Oh, there is another one, wow. I mean, I don't mind. They're not that difficult, right? Actually, I might want to give her, if I have enough, the Lumina points to also be immune to at least the first one, though, right? Yeah, and I guess we're not gonna reach the top in this episode. Actually, we might just call it here now that I think about it, right? yeah, I think unfortunately this is it for this episode of Gilganos playing Clair Obscur Expedition 33. We did not yet make it to the top of the Reacher, but I'll just continue on with recording next episode, and then hopefully next episode we're gonna reach the top. So until then, thank you so much for watching, have fun playing, and take care. Bye bye.